Welcome to another brand new podcast by yours truly, Mr. McDougall. Well, yeah, let's cut to the chase. Today's topic I wanted to discuss is a topic called hate. You see, hate is often paired with anger, and it makes sense. When you're angry, you start to hate certain people and situations. For instance, when people hurt you, you might hate those people. But the thing is, hate doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't. All it does is make you drown in sorrow and self-pity. So you need to find a way to get away from that hate. Best way to do this is to meditate. Find a person you can talk to. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as it's a person, and make sure that that person is listening to you. The person is truly listening to you. Because if the person doesn't listen to you, you will still not feel comfortable, not accepted, So what you need to do is find someone who will listen to you and not comment on the things you do or the things you did or what happened to you. Many people don't do this. When, for instance, you got into a relationship and someone breaks up with you, then you try to tell it to a friend. Your friend will usually say, "Hey man, there's plenty of fish in the sea," or forget about it, it wasn't real, or you should come and you go out, have a drink. That's not listening. That is definitely not listening. You listen by asking them about their experience. Ask them questions. Nod, say yes, say I understand, and say things like, if I were you, but you really have to mean it. So anyway, find someone who really knows how to listen to you, who's really there for you, no matter what. All right? It's really important because another person can see things from a very different perspective and might also offer you some guidance. That person might ease the pain a bit and might even take away some of the anger. And later on, you have to sleep on it. Wake up the next day and then retrace the steps, the things that happened. Look at it again, but from a different perspective. Without the hate, there can never be a logical explanation. With hate, you can never analyze any situation if you're full of hate. Because you see, hate comes from anger. At least that's what I think. And anger is an emotion. Now, if you look at a situation with your emotions, you already lost the battle before it even started. You must be able to turn off your emotions in order to look at a situation and to analyze it logically. This is why someone else is very important. That person can see it, can look at it without any emotions involved. You can never have emotions involved. Never. And it's actually understandable. When you're hurt, of course, you will be emotional. You will feel sad, angry, and you might cry, or you might even not. You will be shocked. That's normal. It's normal human behavior. We are all emotional beings. But It's a form of art to become logical. Let those emotions come into your body and let them out, because they will turn into negative emotions. Just let them out, meditate for a bit, meditate, and breathe all the negativity out of your body. Clear your mind. This is why you meditate. You have to clear your mind and look at the situation from a different point of view. And that can only happen when you, again, clear your mind. So there can never be hate. Hate never, ever leads to anything good. I remember many times when I got hurt, in the past especially, and when I really wanted to react with hate, I really wanted to cuss or to send a song full of hate. But it's a good thing that I didn't, because you can't. You can't do that to anyone, no matter how bad they've been to you. You can't. We are not them. We don't know what their motives are. We have to try and understand them. And the first thing you need to do is to look at yourself. It's very easy to blame people who are hurting you. But let's stop for a moment and try to look at what we have done. Perhaps all the things we've done led us to this situation where this happened, where you got hurt. And you wouldn't have been hurt if you had done things differently. Have you ever thought of that? I know I have. I know that if I had done certain things, the smallest of things differently, if I had just not gone there and just said this small word and just planned this, then I never would have been hurt. And you wouldn't have been either. That's what I believe. It's kind of like the butterfly effect. One small, the littlest of all things can change drastically. It can change a whole outcome drastically, dramatically even. It's true. You make one small mistake, you say one word differently, and everything is going to change. And it will bite you back in the ass eventually. And it has bitten mine. And I have no one else to blame but myself. This might be the case for you as well. Just think about it. Think back. You might have made some mistakes as well. Perhaps you made the wrong choice, or you didn't just say that one thing to that one specific person. It's really, I know it's difficult, but it's true what they say. There is karma. What you give is what you get returned. What you reap is what you sow. In every culture it comes back. And you'll have to deal with it. But I do believe that whatever happens, it can still go back the way it was. It just takes a lot more work. The question is, are you willing to put up with that kind of work, even if it takes longer than you thought? Well, to go back to the original topic, hate, you can never reason logically with hate. And you cannot hate people who hurt you, even though they're really big fucking assholes, you know? Even if they've done the worst of worst. You cannot hate people. Hate leads to self-destruction of your own soul. You cannot have hate. So you have to get over that. You have to get over the fact that you slowly need to release the hate and especially the anger. Now, anger is another topic that I will discuss because anger is not negative per se. There are some good things about anger. Although in this case, hate, no. But hate can also be good, but not hate for people. That I do not believe in. There's different kinds of hate, but this kind of hate that you have for people and that you want to have revenge, no, you cannot have that. Just make sure that you won't be consumed by hate. It's a very dangerous fuel, a fuel that will only lead to, again, self-destruction of your own soul and perhaps your own body. Don't let it get to that. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm glad that I haven't let the hate take over my mind and might have even done more terrible things, because when that happens, you might never be able to fix the situation. So just, I hope you have learned from this podcast. It's a bit longer than I expected. I will see you next time. I'm out.